A bunch of the guys showed up, man. A bunch
That
of the
is
guys
great.
showed up.
And we are live.
All right, let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. We are here. The Doctor of Love. Welcome to the Doctor of Love. And I am Stephen Pierce, your or the Doctor of Love. So we're gonna let some grooves going for a little bit. This is Matt's song, or this is
I love it.
Red Wine's song. So we're gonna let this groove for a second, just for him, and then we're gonna come back in a second. And I want y'all to get your questions in because we want to read your questions and we want to answer all your questions. This is where we answer the love and relationship questions. We have a professional on today. I mean, well, she's on every day, my co-host, Linda Hart Streeter. So if you guys need any counseling, any relationships, y'all get with Linda Hart Streeter. So we're gonna wait another couple of seconds and we're gonna log in. Yeah. You gonna sing it, Matt? Hey. We here. We have another host. We have another guest coming in a little bit. Hey, Pam is on tonight. Hey, good evening, Pam. How are you?
All right,
Hope
Pam.
all. Yeah, y'all remember Pam? Hey, Carla. Pam is one who said, "Yo, you need to start doing this show live. You know, let's do it live and let's make it happen. Let's make it do what it do." Hey, girl. Hey, I see you. I
Hey,
see you.
Cheryl.
I see you. Okay, my dude's coming on right now. My dude's coming on right now. Here we go. Mike.
What up, what up?
Mike. What up? What it do?
What's
Good
good,
man. How's
Mike?
everybody Friday evening?
We doing it. We
Having a good
doing it.
time.
Yeah, that.
Mike. Did you get your running around in, baby?
Yeah, still busy, but we taking a break right now.
Okay. Okay. That's all good. That's all. Let me get this started. Turn this music down a little bit. Hey. Okay. Tonight. Tonight on the Doctor of Love, we are going to talk about polygamy and polyamory. Do you like it? Are you open to it? Is this what you want to get into, or is it too much? I have a wonderful panel tonight, and I'm gonna start off with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful co-host. She's been living her best life, y'all. Been in, are you still there, right?
I am still in Florida.
Lord have mercy.
Living her best life. She got a we're gonna call her Blondie tonight.
Blinded tonight, okay.
Blondie tonight.
I've been called that all week now.
Uh-huh. They say blondes have the most fun. Is that true?
They have a lot of fun.
Exactly. And I see what shirt you wearing. You a champion.
I'm a
You got
champion too. I'm all of that.
yeah, well, you put that blonde hair on, and then that made you a champion.
Yeah, something in.
That's what's
But
up.
anyways,
Okay,
anyways, I am. Oh,
let's go around the horn. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. Well, I am Linda Hart Streeter, and I am a marriage and family therapist, life, behavior, and relationship coach. I'm an author, and I love to talk about relationships.
Ah, there we go. There we go. And Doctor Carla Fox. May I ask who are you and what do you do?
I'm Carla, and I'm retired now, but I am a retired broadcaster from many, many moons ago. And now I'm just a grandma and a great grandma, and recently became awake to some things going on
Came out
in
there.
the world.
No,
Mike, we can hear everything you saying.
I know.
I think it,
Okay, let's go down. Let's go down to Mike. Mike, who are you? I mean, last week's show, you were blowing us up, bro. You were saying, let me on, let me on, let me on. And what was that reason? Why was you saying, let me on? What did you have to say? I mean, we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us why you wanted to get on.
I'm Mike, man. I'm just a full-time father, desert rat. Nothing special about me. No, I just wanted to get on last week to chime in on a few things. People was commenting, that's all.
Yeah, that's what's up. But we're gonna bring him back in a minute. Hey, first tell me what's that song that you sing at the picnics at the beach when we're at the beach? Mike is here in San Diego with me. What's his name?
Mystical?
Mystical. I'm talking about this brother be rocking.
My favorite artist.
Because we do
Mine
karaoke.
too.
Hey, we do karaoke at all at the beaches, man. And this dude be jamming. He know every word. What song is that? What song is that again?
The smoke.
The
Oh,
smoke.
I smell smoke.
Okay, give me can I get the first verse? At least the first verse, real fast.
Nah, man. We need a beat around here, man.
Oh, okay. I got you. Here we go. And our celebrity guest host, the Hall of Famer. Go ahead, Red Wine, and introduce yourself.
Well, you all know me as Red Wine. I'd like to thank you again for coming out and joining us tonight. We're going to have a deep discussion. We're going to make it intimate. We're going to make it grown and sexy. It's good to see all of my co-hosts and my guests. And I want to welcome you to the Doctor of Love show.
Yes. All right, we here. Let me say something to some folks over here. I see Tina Marie's in the house. Yeah, I see you. And Craig Swope. Craig Swope played for. Hey, Craig, you got to click in sometime. He plays for Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe. He plays for Tampa Bay. Red Wine. Somebody says, "What are you drinking?" Oh, Pam says, "What are you drinking?" Ha ha! There we go. That's what's up. Jim Reed, what it do, baby? I see you. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk about. Are you taking over, Linda?
Let's see. I'm going to say hi to a few people. Hi, everyone. Pam, thank you very much. Cheryl, thank you very much. Craig, Jim, all of you guys. Good evening.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't. I'm like, okay. Not last week, but the week before, we had a really big discussion, and there seemed to have been a lot of energy around not so much the polygamy as it was the polyamorous relationships. And as we know, this is where two or more people consent to be in a relationship together. And for some people it worked for, and some it didn't. I think there were a couple of people in the chat. Mike was one of those, I believe, if I make no mistake, who had or currently was in a polyamorous relationship. So maybe he's going to be the one to tell us tonight how that works. And I think we got some really kind of, I think Dr. Tate indicated that it seems to be the way the younger generation or the millennials are going nowadays. So I don't know, but I think it was very clear that it didn't work for me, right?
Right. And Linda, can you explain? Can you explain to somebody like me what a polyamory is and a poly whatever you call it? I can't even say the words. So for the people who don't know out there.
So again, a polyamorous relationship is a relationship between two or more people who have consented to be in relationships together. And basically, during this process of this relationship, they tend to have discussion and they agree on it. So no one is cheating on anyone because they all are aware of one another from the way the history has it. So I don't know if there are variations to this now or what, but it tend to be consenting, mutual. There's an agreement on how they're going to do things. Last week, I heard someone a week before say that it's not all sexual, but sexual relationships is a part of that. The intimacy is a part of that. So these people who explore such relationship are open to the fact that you may be sleeping with someone else, or you may be there for emotional support. Whatever the case may be, you have more than one boyfriend or girlfriend.
Right, there you go. Right. Carla, we spoke on numbers. Can you run some numbers down on us and where boys come from and where girls come from and why women are so dominant over us? I mean, in number wise, can you explain that? Carla?
Why only in number wise?
Well, explain it all.
The deal is that the woman carries the chromosomes of the girl, so she has two X chromosomes. The boys or men have an X and Y chromosome. So that's a girl and a boy. So when we make a baby, you have 3 chances out of 4 of having girls.
3 out of 4. Man,
That's just
man.
Yeah, because the woman has 2 X's and the man has the X and the Y. So that's
Right.
3 X's and 1 Y.
So what
kind
is
of
the
handles the
ratio?
numbers down in terms of how many. 3 to
So
1.
you're basically 3 to 1. So you
3 girls to 1 guy.
basically saying there's a whole lot of women out there,
And as we
there's just a
continue to
little.
multiply, the numbers get bigger.
And that what makes the poly even better.
Okay, hey, Linda, take it over. Go ahead.
Well,
And
now
ask
there's
questions.
2 ways to look at that.
Okay, there you go.
There's 2 ways to look at that too, because one reason why they have polygamy is to grow a nation, so that you would reign over your nation of your family. You could grow a nation in a few years with just having X amount of babies. You know that Vietnamese family called Nguyen, Nguyen? You see their name everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, Nguyen, Nguyen or AN, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, these are Vietnamese people. 40% of their population carry that name because they're all the same tribe, as are we. But when we got colonized, we got the names of the slaveholders, but your name is supposed to be whatever your name was before. All of your tribe has that name. Now it's probably Anderson, like mine, the son of Anders, or whatever. But yeah, you're supposed to follow your mother bloodline, and there's always going to be more women on the planet than men. Always.
So how do you feel?
So when God said go forth, how do I feel about it?
No, go ahead.
I think
God
it's
said,
great.
go for it. So you don't mind
Oh,
man or a woman?
That makes us the dominant one.
Right. So
I'm
do
sorry?
you think anything? Do you think anything is wrong with having more than one wife, more than one husband, girlfriend, and boyfriends? Or you think it's
No.
okay? Is it okay? It's not.
No, I think there's, yeah, I think they share. I mean, it's 3 to 1. So a husband or a man or whatever, and he leaves the house to go to work or to go shopping or to hang out with the guys. If you think 1 minute that there are not at least 3 other women trying to holler at him, think again, because they want a man too. So if it's that men and so few men, we might want to look back at the way the ancestors used to do it before, because it made sense. 1 and 1 gonna always make 2. Always. There's nothing we can do to change those numbers. There's always going to be more women on the planet than men. So rather than make him out to be a criminal, a cheater, an adulterer,
demonize him,
or whatever name they got to throw, womanizer, whatever title they want to give them, to demonize them, to throw them in jail so they can get some more money out of them. Now he can't afford to pay child support because he's too busy paying for whatever court fees and stuff.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so this whole thing is set up to break down. They don't want you to have an empire. They want you to have a nation. They want it to be speculative because it's easier to control. Can you imagine having 18 kids in 3 years?
No,
Ooh,
That's your
Ooh.
team.
that's your team.
No.
I know, because you have to have one wife and you 2.5 kids. That's
Right.
how they want a little house with a white picket fence and all of that. But at the end of the day, if you just do the math, it just makes sense to have a man have more than one woman. And how you go about doing that is in an honorable, respectful way. You
I agree
have
with
your
that.
lead wife or your head wife, who's the first. Yeah, and she has to approve the other women that come on. And, you know, I'm not in a polygamous relationship, but if I were, they'd all have to have their own homes. They can't stay with me. When I see you on Wednesday, baby.
There you go. Okay, Linda, go ahead and run it down to Mike. Go ahead and ask Mike these questions, because last week we had some people saying, well, Mike, he left his girl because they split up, and he's not taking care of his kids. I'm gonna just tell y'all from the heart, that's totally wrong. Because every time I see Mike, he is with his son. And his son be out there at the beach singing karaoke too. So hey, he's on it. Go ahead, Linda. Do your
No,
thing.
I would like to have the audience ask questions, because I'm sure they have questions, because we pretty much know where I stand. I'm listening to Carla, who seems to think that it makes sense to for a man to have more than one wife or a partner. And I'm sure some others do too. But maybe while our audience, I don't see any questions yet, maybe Mike could run it down. Mike, kind of tell us, how does that work, and what are the pros and cons? Because we know that there are pros and cons to everything. There's a positive and there's a negative. So how do you manage more than one? And what has it been like for you?
It wasn't. I mean, I don't know the pros and cons of it, honestly. I never really had a bad experience of it to know, like, okay, this was probably over the top. I mean, basically, as long as everybody's on the same page and everybody agrees, everybody's in the open, there's no secrets, there's nothing in the dark, it's possible for anybody. But when the trust gets broken and there's secrets, that's when it's not going to work.
So I think my question is, and I alluded to this the last time, sometimes it's very hard or difficult to earn that type of trust in a relationship with one person. So I'm thinking about 2 or 3 people or 4, whatever the case may be. Is it easier to trust that many over one person? How do you get committed to what they said they were going to do and not go outside of that relationship?
I mean, I feel the trust is easier, honestly, because now, okay, if like for me, it was me and 2 other women. So if one was going to go out and stray, I was going to find out from the other one, because girls are going to talk. And it was vice versa for me. There was no need for me to go out and look for others.
Right. So I want to know, how did you, I mean, did you come up with this idea to do it, or did one of them come up with the idea, or I don't know. Tell me about that.
They
And
came up with the idea.
they did? So they knew each other before you, or they're like, yo, I want to do this. So if they came up with the idea, are they sleeping with each other?
Well, one was my ex, and then one was a current at the time.
Okay.
So they got to talking, and I mean, basically, I found out. I came home one night, and they was both there at the house, and pretty much said, "We both want to be with you. We can't come to agreement. We'll just all be together."
So you got buck wild with them right there.
You know me, I was all aboard.
Y'all don't know Mike like I know Mike, boy. He a wild man. Go ahead, Linda. I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
Yeah. The question I have, because there was, as I was doing some research on this, I noticed that I saw this one group where it was one woman and there were like three guys in the relationship. Is that common for men to share, or does he just expect the woman to share if it's a poly relationship?
You asking me?
Yes. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, so I see it just kind of happened with you the way it did with your ex and a new friend that you had.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you also said you after a while one of them got pregnant, and then you guys, the other ones left. Is that true? Or are you guys still together, all three?
No, we're not together. But yeah, that's pretty much what ended it. Was, she had gotten pregnant, and obviously, I'm not gonna say I don't agree to raise a kid in that lifestyle, because it's not for everybody, and I don't want to say it's right or wrong as far as that goes. But when there's a kid involved, it's a little different.
Exactly.
As the kid gets older, 5, 6 years old,
Yeah.
Mommy, why is daddy sleeping with her? You know what I mean? Like, I never wanted that to be an issue.
Right. Yeah.
And then
'Cause,
have to explain it to a 5 or 6 year old. You know what I mean? Like, so that was why I basically ended it. Now there's a kid involved. Definitely wasn't planned. It happened, and that's Aiden. That's the one that that does the karaoke with me.
right.
But
Right.
yeah, so it was, it was kind of like a mutual agreement. It was fun while it lasted, and
How long
part
did it
ways.
last?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Cool. That is cool. So, are you thinking about getting back into one, or how does that work? Hey.
She ain't going for that.
Oh, no. Okay, but
Okay.
what if she brought it back in? She said, "You know what? I need help. Do you mind if I bring this young lady in?"
Oh, she knows I'm all aboard.
Red wine. Where you at, red wine? Red wine. I see he got questions all over his mind right now.
So here's my thing. I'm listening, and I love all of the comments that Dr. Carla Fox made. And Mike, that's a lot of insight to the polyamorous relationships. But like I said, we learned 2 weeks ago that those relationships work both ways. Would you be open to that?
Probably not, personally.
Well, why not?
It's a man thing.
Yeah, I don't know about
What
sharing.
about a woman thing?
And that's why I say it's not for everybody.
That's right.
And
Okay.
that goes for men and women. There are men out there that are okay with it. There's men out there that their sexual pleasure is watching someone else with their wife.
Right. All right. Maybe
that's
go
a
to the
fetish.
swingers club. The swingers
Yeah.
club.
So for me,
that's
for me to say, I could easily be like, nah, that ain't cool. The same way someone could say it's not cool for me to be with multiple women. It's a personal preference thing that if everybody's okay with it and that's what you're into, so be it. It's not for everybody. I'm not about to have somebody have sex with my wife and me just chill and watch.
Right. Carla said it's what, 3-1? It's more than that. It got to be more than that. It got to be like 7-1, 10-1, or something like that.
My odds are getting better.
Well, as we continue to multiply, that's exactly right. That's what happens. Yeah.
And that's. I don't want to say it's cool, but it's cool to have this conversation. That's what I love. It's an open,
Mike,
yeah.
I got a question for Mike. So, Mike, do you believe that it's more of an open-minded thing or more of a closed-minded, traditional thinking?
I feel all parties involved have to keep an open mind, because it's new for everybody. You know what I mean? Every time. If you get a new girlfriend, whether it's just a boyfriend and girlfriend, it's new. So you have to be open-minded that now, for me, let's say being with 2 women, I got to be open-minded for their wants and needs, whether not even just sexual, just emotional support or anything, you know. It's not just me worried about how I feel and how she feels. Now it's how I feel and how they feel.
So would you even be slightly open-minded to doing it in reverse, being one of the husbands, or being one of the husbands for a wife? No, not even a little bit.
That would be a negative.
I
That
can't persuade you just a little bit. No. All right.
That is sweet. That is so sweet. So let's go. Let's take a commercial break right now. I don't know what I got planned, but I want to introduce y'all to some new folks. Next week's show. You remember the Doctor of Love will be on every Friday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Next week, next week I got some comedians coming on. Y'all gonna want to tune in for that show. I have Robbie Milan. She's a comedian out of LA and she is hilarious. And guess who else I have? Y'all remember Martin Lawrence from the Martin Lawrence show? Brother man from the fifth floor. Reggie Ballard, he will be in the house next Friday. Brother man from the fifth floor. So
really,
that's our next. Yeah,
that's bro.
Yeah, bro man.
It's not brother man. It's not brother man. It's bro man.
Bro man. He'll be on. They'll be on next Friday. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. So let's go. What we have.
Okay, so we have some comments.
That's what's up.
You know what? I wasn't even finished. I'm sorry. Let me say one more thing, Linda. You know what? I have some wonderful guests, and Linda has been my co-host from day one, and she's my ride or die. And we're not getting paid any money to do this, but I need y'all to help reach out and help, donate what you can donate for me, so I can get Linda, because Linda actually, this is what she do for a living. She does this for a living, and she's doing this for free, but I can't have her do it for free. But because I'm poor, I need y'all to help me keep her on the show. She ain't going nowhere, but still help me. Linda, can you either post your PayPal? Is it PayPal? Or?
I'm trying to see where I'm not able to do a comment for some reason.
I can't see the comments or anything.
Are you on your phone though?
Yeah.
I don't think you can see them on your phone. You can see them on the computer.
I can see the comments, but I'm not sure why I can't. I don't get the prompt to make a comment.
Okay. Well.
But anyways,
do a Cash App, Linda.
She has it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but it's easy. Everyone knows $Sky 0955.
$Sky. How do you spell Sky? Because I'm
SKY.
All right, y'all got that. We got to say that a couple more times. Y'all help me help her.
Okay, $Sky 0955. What?
I need my Cash App. I throw my Cash App out to keep my red wine.
Okay.
Hey, Linda, let's go with some questions over here.
So we don't have any questions there yet. But I know that some comments that were made before, because I'm always concerned about what about all the other needs, and Mike did allude to the fact that sometimes it's the emotional needs. So for the people or person who believe in having more than one partner, we all know that since it's not all about sex, what are some of the needs in that relationship? And does it really take more than one person to meet those needs?
I think we found out last week that having multiple partners actually proved to be more successful, because individual marriages have proven to be more stressful. So I would think that if I had someone at home doing the cooking while I'm at work, somebody pick up the kids, I think if we had individual people to meet those needs, I think that life becomes a lot less stressful.
Yeah, Carla, our conversation we were having, you were telling me about it's more it's beneficial to all because like when you living in, if you got 4 girls or 4 wives or 4 girlfriends or 4 husbands, you're only paying one mortgage, and all you guys are chipping in on that mortgage. So is that a benefit? Is that a
Carla
benefit,
made
Mike?
that clear. They better have their own house.
Yeah.
Carla said they better get paid. Carla
Yeah,
wanted to
we're
have
gonna
a
have
day.
5
No,
mortgages
they,
down here.
yeah,
I
because
just,
every household is different, you know. So my household would be my household. She would have to have her place, and then the other ones would have to have their own homes. That's just the way I would prefer it. I like my space, and I'm funny about stuff like, you know, wearing your shoes in my bathroom, you know, stuff like that.
I
So
love it.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
You wear them
everybody,
anywhere in the house. Don't step in the bathroom.
we were
everybody's hygiene is not the same.
okay.
You know, so I know,
Yeah, and
I
everybody
know,
does
ladies.
things different. They may have children. They
Yeah.
may have children, and if they have children, they should have their own space. And the rule of thumb is to have as many wives as you can afford. That's
exactly.
why kings and elites had many wives, because they had a lot of money.
Right.
Well, I'm screwed. I can't even
So
afford one.
there was a time when exactly.
Well, you
So
gotta pay
there
to
was a
play.
time when we actually.
But I thought times what we're talking
I'm
about,
sorry,
it
I
seems
didn't
like
hear that.
the conversation that I had with you, Carla, was it is like I said before, if you had 4 women and 1 guy living in the
Damn, it's
house,
crazy.
everybody would have a job. Everybody would have a job and split the bills, right? Is that like easier? If somebody needs to go pick up the kids, one
You may
person
have
go pick
had
up the
that
kids.
conversation with someone else,
No, probably not with you then, huh?
but
I'll
it
put
should
it,
work like that if you are all in one house. It should work like that. Yeah,
well,
Because I
that,
thought it was, go ahead.
everyone should be cooperative getting stuff done.
well, that would be a great
Yeah,
return. That
it
would
should
be a great
operate like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
really?
business, a business.
That
I
would be
need a
a
wife.
great return for a man. He gets to have 4 or 5 women and don't even have to pay all the bills. Wow. Aren't we valuable as women?
Well,
I don't see
I
nothing
think
wrong with
Please. I gotta work to and
right. But let
I
me
gotta
go
share
back
it.
Yeah, I
now. I
like
said as
this.
many as he can
I gotta
afford
share
to
it.
take care of.
Oh, I like that passion, Linda.
As many as he
I
can
love it.
afford.
I love it. But
Oh, I
for
like
real, though,
the passion.
okay, this question is for Matt. Matt, okay, and Mike. Okay, do you female friends? I have female friends. So many of them. They always want me to hook them up. Do you feel sorry for women that always looking for men? Not always looking for men. How do I say it? That they're always single. I know so many single. Every woman I know is almost single, and I'm like, God dang, I feel sorry for you. I wish everybody had a man, or every man had a woman. You ever
Mike, you
feel like
want to
that?
take? You
Well,
want
we
to go
just
first,
did the
Mike?
math. Just did the
I'm gonna
math,
let you
didn't we?
answer
I'm gonna
that,
allow
Red
Mike to go first because what I'm gonna say probably gonna ruffle a few feathers.
But yeah, it's like
No, go on
Send
and
all
say
your
it.
hate mail to www. I'm sorry, sis.
No,
I
what
was
were you
saying
gonna
all your
no
hate mail to www.lovedoctor.com.
what is it, Matt, red wine? What were you gonna say?
So I mean, when you look at the situation where they are constantly single, you need to look at what's going on in their lives, and there's a issue.
Wow.
There's something there that's creating what's called a stoppage, the ability to be attractive to a man or the ability to prolong relationships. What's going on? Is it
I
time to
don't.
sit down? Is it time to sit down and have a discussion with someone?
I feel it's time they need to sit down and
That's the first
self-evaluate.
thing going on.
Well, I feel, why does it have to be something wrong with the woman?
Exactly.
Why is it
That's
she
what I'm
needs
saying.
to sit and have a discussion with herself?
Because
Why
she's
is,
the common
Thank you.
denominator.
why is it
Thank
she
you.
needs to evaluate? No, she's not just a common denominator. You know, one person can't make a relationship. I don't care how good or how beautiful you are. At some point, there has to be a guy who sees and recognizes your value. I think the real issue is that men have so many options, you don't have to commit.
I disagree. I
Yeah, let me-
disagree.
That's one of them. That's
I
right.
disagree.
But
I
we're not
disagree.
asking about a
Mhm.
commitment of a man. We're talking about why this woman is forever single, constantly single, consistently single.
It's a
There has to
whole
be an
lot of them.
issue. There has to
That
be an
Well,
doesn't
issue
mean-
can we
here.
go back
Number
to
one,
the
it
man?
starts with
Can we go
self-evaluation.
back to the man?
Okay, I would still say that part of that is what Carla mentioned, that you have women outnumber men. That's part of it. But anything past that point,
That's
there
right.
still has to be a coming together of two minds if a woman is going to be in a relationship with a guy. Maybe he has higher expectations. Maybe her expectations are too high.
Maybe
But-
she's out. Maybe she's not in the right league. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's picking wrong for herself.
Here's how I see it.
Now
If
we're
this
gonna. Hey,
girl
we're gonna
goes
get it
out and
started.
dates-
Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's go.
Because
If
sometimes
this girl goes out-
they pick out of their league. They should
Mike.
pick at the level where they are.
Go ahead, Mike.
That's
Let's
true
hear Mike.
because the pickings is slim. Pickens is slim.
Real slim.
But isn't
If a girl,
Pickens is
What-
slim.
let- hold
So
on,
you
hold
know
on, let-
you're gonna
hold
get
on.
a lot of what you said. So it's a mixture of all of that.
okay? What is it, Stephen?
let's see what Mike has to say.
So let me get this straight. So if a girl goes out, right, and she dates 10 different dudes, and you tell me none of them 10 dudes found anything good in you, it's the dude's fault?
It's a common denominator there, Mike. That's what
Well,
I
let-
said.
Exactly.
Let
You
me
can't
say
say
something.
it's the guy's fault when you done dated 10 different ones and ain't found one yet.
Yeah. I know a few like that too. But at the same time, a lot.
So
of
let me ask you something. So the men haven't dated 10 different women. They're just sitting by waiting for that one. Or how many are they dating? So has he dated 10 different girls?
He might have.
Okay, so why doesn't he have one?
Then
Well,
out of
he
those
hasn't
10
chosen
girls that
this
he
one.
dated, he's the
Why
common
hasn't he
denominator.
chosen this one? Is the question. Why hasn't he said, "I want this one"?
Hey, but
Why hasn't he said he
Because
won't either
they
one of
have
them?
several
Sometimes he doesn't-
options.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something. Sometimes the ladies just don't want to.
Look, my
they're
boy
not gonna-
with me
they're not
because
gonna
I
go with
support Donald.
They're not gonna go with a. They're not gonna go out with a married man or a man that the women want to be number one. You know what? That's the thing. They want to be number one, and they don't want to play any games.
Yeah,
I hate
because
when they
we've been conditioned to think one man, one wife, and 2 children. That's the way we've been brainwashed.
So nowadays, girls want a traditional
Anything
man.
outside of that is that problem. Yeah, they want tradition,
But
and they
what
haven't
about
stopped to do the
independent?
math.
One at a time. Mike.
Yeah, you can take that back to the women's rights movement. You can go take it back there where they totally washed on. That's a whole nother show. Yeah.
Okay, let me
That
go to a
too.
question on here. Lee asked Mike, "Are you still doing it?"
Huh?
He said, "Mike, are you still doing it? Are you still in one of those relationships?" And I can answer that as no,
No.
because he said that earlier. You gotta
Yeah,
help me
no.
get this.
We working on it though. We working on it.
Yeah, she ain't going for it. That's my girl. She be at the beach. I see her. And she even sang karaoke. What song did she sing? I don't forgot what song she sang.
I mean, she held the mic. I don't know about singing.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. Natasha said, "Booty calls need love too." Out of control, Natasha. Out
Okay.
of control.
Jim said that my aunt haven't felt with a man in years,
You ever
and
slept
she
with
is
a
the
man yet?
bomb.
Wait, hold
I
on.
don't get that. Exactly, red wine.
I can't see none of the comments. I don't know what's being
Yeah,
said.
but he's saying that
you're
his
on the
time is the
phone.
bone. But so I think that there are a number of factors that impact whether or not a woman has a man, and vice versa. I've heard some guys talk about the challenge of meeting the right person. I think there are compatibility things, factors. I believe that, not to mention people's own trauma that they're dealing with.
Ongoing
I
trauma,
find it,
that's one. Yep.
and that, if you're living a life and you're still dealing with fears like a trust, I believe that a lack of what I really want in life creates some of that for some people, because when you kind of know you're not going to be dating 10 different men, you just kind of know what you may have friends, but in
But
terms
Linda,
of like,
all of those things go back to fixing thyself. And all of
exactly,
those things go back to they need to come sit down with you and get themselves together before they go and attempt to meet a man. Because it's surely that if you're not ready, that they're going to see that and they're going to sniff that out.
yeah,
And so the worst thing you could be is exposed.
yeah. But don't you think too, guys have similar issues as women?
Oh, we got
So
issues. We got
I think
issues.
I think that guys do have issues,
We're more
but
arrogant.
I think
But
guys issues don't lean more to the emotional,
Yeah, women are
the
We're
highly
hard.
emotional, hold on, highly emotional. Guys are more median, sort of low to median. I'm not saying that they're not emotional. I'm just saying that it's not as high, it's not as
okay,
intense as
okay.
women.
See,
Okay,
this is what it is. You got to remember,
oh,
men, men can sleep with people. They can sleep with a female and be like, "That's all it was. Was just a one night thing." Men
and
can do
that's,
that. Women
but that
can't.
can also
Women
be a
can't.
cover up. That can
but
also
that's,
be a cover up where they're guarded, and so with them being guarded, they use certain tactics or maneuvers, to protect themselves. That's another defense mechanism as well for men. So I mean, there are a lot of those things that Linda and I could go back and forth about. But Linda, if you ain't prepared, you will get exposed.
well,
And
that's true.
depending
And I
on
think,
and depending on what
Can I?
person that you approach.
that's very true. That's very true. But I just tend to see it from both sides of the aisle. You know, that's how I see it. Because if you don't, it's almost as if for all the women who do not have a man in their life, they must be the problem, and that's just not the case.
Carla,
Here's what I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Because I've been single. I've been single for a while, and I don't see myself as the problem.
How do other people see you, Carla? It's the question.
See what I'm
How
just
do others see you, Carla? How do
hey,
others see you?
Carla,
Seriously,
Carla needs somebody about now. Carla, you overdue, girl.
no, no.
Don't tell
See,
me. I
I
don't
know
want
that. I know that what's for me, I'm gonna get, because everything is in divine order. So I'm not looking, because I know that I require is far and few. It's not just some guy who likes to have women that he can watch have sex. This is a guy who actually wants to build a nation, who understands that this is what we have to do in order to keep things, in the same name and bloodline. He owns
That's
the
a lot.
history and culture
Can I
of,
chime
yes,
in
a
on that?
lot. But there are men out there like that, just not next door.
Yeah, it works for them. Why not would they not be? It works for them.
Mike, you got to just jump in, man.
Well,
Mike,
Here's what
I
I
can't
believe.
help the fact. You can't help the fact that there are more women on the
Hey,
planet.
Okay. Hey, we got to use Mike.
Here's
Hold
the
on, I'm gonna get
analogy
to
for
Mike.
that.
We gotta get to Mike.
When God created bumblebees and he put them in the field with flowers, is the bumblebee gonna do his pollinating just on the one flower? No, all these beautiful flowers, he can't make up his mind. He's so busy pollinating everything. That's the way man is created. That's why, look at them. They have to check out a nice ass when it goes by. They can't even help themselves. They may
We're gonna
pretend they're
pollinate.
not looking,
Look
but
like
they
you're
are
looking
because
doesn't
they're
mean you're dead.
bumblebees.
Marriage
They
doesn't mean
can't
you're
help
dead.
it.
Go ahead. Let Mike. Hey,
Right.
we got to use Mike while we
And so
can.
they're going to do what comes now to them. It's just a matter of time before a woman is going to have the right buds that's going to attract him. And then
Well,
it's
some of
going to
these
be,
ones
oh,
I've
he
been
cheated
seeing are
on
not
me.
attractive.
No, he did what he was made to, and if we were more open-minded about it and looked at it as a community type of thing, we would worry about her sleeping around the other one because we picked them too. And we know we want to be safe and we want to live a certain type of way and all of that. I'm not saying it's for everyone, because I used to just be one man, one woman. But now that I'm more into understanding what's really going on with the planet and the world, it's not possible. It's not mathematically I shouldn't say that it's not possible. I take that back. Of course it's possible, but it's highly improbable.
I'm faithful. Look at me. I'm
I'm not saying that every man is out there looking for a woman type of thing, but if it were easier where you wouldn't have to worry about your wife taking your house and your car and stuff,
that part.
then it would just be natural. You would probably have 2 or 3 wives. You would probably have 2 or 3 wives, Stephen. Let's keep it real.
Me? No. I'm a one woman's man. I'm a one woman's man. I don't even look.
Okay. Well, and it's not, like I said, it's not for everybody.
I do look. I do look.
It's not for everyone.
I ain't gonna lie.
So listen, the only
it has
difference
nothing to do with love or sex.
Yep.
It has everything to do with keeping that name, that bloodline, and that family name.
No.
Every other culture
this
does
has
it, but
everything to do with I don't want to lose my shit if I step out. This society was created that way.
Oh
this society was created where if you do this and I file for divorce, you're gonna lose half your shit. Simple as that. But
yes, it's all designed to make you only have one wife.
Right. So it was, but that was created
in order so many babies.
But that was created for health reasons to prevent diseases and things like that. But the one thing that separates right, but the one thing that separates people who step out and people who don't is self-control. Self-control. Self-control separates you from stepping out or
that's true.
Not doing it.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think
it is true because we are approached all the time. Men, we get approached, and we.
That's what I'm saying. There's going to be at least
our censors will let you know.
As soon as you hit the door,
they'll let us know which females are checking us out. We know as soon as we walk through the door which one's checking us out. You know, it could be 100 in there and 50 of them checking you out. Yep. So you gotta have that will. You gotta have that will not to play into those shenanigans. But
self-control.
Self-control. We have 10 minutes left, and Mike is only gonna be on the show tonight. So we need to hear from you, Mike, because this is your moment. This is what you do. This is what you've done in the past, Joe. So now, if you brought another girl in, would your wife whoop your ass? I mean, would she put it on you? Would she put hands on you or what? Because I see her in the background.
It depends how many drinks was involved.
Mike, I want to know, can you duck? Do you know how to duck?
No,
Oh yeah, we a professional boxer around here.
Bob,
I be bobbing and weaving every time I walk through the front door.
Bob and weave. Do you get the questions when you walk in now? Do you get the questions? Because women do ask those questions. Did any female try to talk to you today?
Bro, she's worse than an interrogator.
Oh my goodness. Do they do that well or what? I mean,
bro, she be watching that NCIS way too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that Law and Order where they break the law.
I understand.
Yeah, they cross lines on Law and Order.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna bring up an old story. She comes out to the desert one weekend, okay? I'm already out there at the desert. She comes out there and spots my son's footprints in the sand.
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, you got yourself
immediate fight.
Nigga, that's Daniel Boone.
Fight.
That's Daniel Boone.
Man,
bro, this is the whole fucking desert, and you spot my son's foot print in the sand.
The gadget.
Bro, it was immediate fighting.
See, this is my point.
Ooh.
This is my point right here. We go through all of this to make sure he's not cheating.
She's doing too much.
Wow. Listen. Here's how I see it. If you're gonna look for something, you're gonna find something.
Oh, believe me, you're gonna find it.
Be careful. You said it right there, Mike. Don't lead her into nothing now. You sound like Anita Baker. You're leading her into love.
Like that's the reality, and it goes for guys too. If you read into shit and you look into it, you're gonna find something because in your mind you're already wanting to find something.
Exactly, it'll take you there.
Right,
it will take you there.
You're gonna turn the littlest thing in to a domestic violence because in your mind when you
don't do no domestic violence.
Paranoia will destroy you.
The situation already looking for something.
So this is the answer, I believe, to that. You know, I think that people look into things and they're suspicious because there's a lack of trust in the relationship, and there's already been someone who stepped out to some degree in that relationship. And when trust is broken, you're right. They're always looking for some way to assure themselves that you're faithful and you're committed to them. It is
100%.
Clear, so it is clear that people have different ideas about relationship. And I just believe that people should have a conversation with whoever you're in a relationship with to determine. Don't try to hook up with someone who wants to be in a monogamous relationship if you know you want to be polyamorous, you want to have more than one friend, or whatever the case may be. Do that. But you have to make sure you're not injuring other people in the process of that. See, the problem with those relationships sometimes is that we want what we want, whether the other person wants that or not. But I want her.
I agree with that.
And I'm going to get her. And I'm just not going to tell her the truth. That's what you can't do. There are ladies out there. I'm listening to Carla, clearly doesn't mind. Find the lady that doesn't mind it. And those are the ones you have that relationship with. You can't have a relationship with someone, that sort of a relationship with someone who is looking for monogamy and commitment.
Yeah, but Linda, here's the thing. Most of the people that want to be in those type of relationships don't come in the right package.
Well, that's you can't get it all.
Yes, you can. Yes,
you can't get it all. You want it to be fine as hell. You want it to be professional. You have money, and then yet let you have
nice body, nice teeth.
Hey,
and 3 or 4 women on the side.
Hey, it's a hard knock life. This is a hard knock life. You got to get it while you get it, baby.
Yeah, see, and that's
getting older.
That speaks to the selfishness of you guys. That's what that speaks to.
Hey, that ain't just about guys. Women do the same thing.
No.
The best man for them does not come in a package.
But what we know for sure, because you guys have already validated that, a man is not looking to go in a relationship with another man and a woman. No, but
Most
it's
men.
okay.
Some
Okay,
men.
so
Some men.
so all I'm you're not going to be no third wheel in a relationship, man. You are the old people.
Listen, this is not about me. We're not gonna make this about me.
No, I'm just saying.
No. We're not gonna make this about me. What I'm talking about in general, I think that there are some who would be okay with
you
it.
said it. No,
There's
you
men
said
that are
it.
okay, just not these men.
Mike said it. Stephen has said it. You all are not going to be in a relationship.
I'm an alpha male. First of all,
Where
I'm an alpha male. So that wouldn't work for me.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So
I would
have
still
alpha
have to
women.
be the alpha male. Everybody else, all of the other men would have to be men who are used to being,
Controlled.
Okay.
Not control. I don't want to use that word. Like nice guys, second tier guys.
Okay.
Submissive, yeah.
So see my point again. That's why you must have a conversation and make sure she's on the same side of the street as you.
But I would be open-minded if she came and asked me. If I was asked, I would be open-minded. I definitely want to hear her out and hear what she has to say. Her opinion matters to me.
Okay, you guys, we have 4 minutes left. Let me tell you, Pam Taylor has put your app up there. You guys help me raise money to donate to Linda. Her app is the $SKY. Is that a zero? Or is that a 0955? So that's money $SKY 0955. Help me help her. And next week on the Doctor of Love, like I said, we have comedian Robbie Milan and Reginald Ballard, brother man from the Fifth Flow. So we got 4 minutes left. Let's go around. Let's go do a roundhouse, starting with Mike, and say what you got to say. Take like 30 seconds to say what you got to say, and we're gonna pass.
Go fast, Mike. Go fast.
Nah, man, I had a good time tonight, man. I'm glad, I heard answers from both sides. It's appreciative.
Yes. Okay. Carla. Dr. Fox. I'm sorry, Dr. Fox.
I just want to. No, it's good. I'm Carla. I just want to say thank you for having me. That's been fun. And all the women who don't like polygamy, hate mail goes to www.thedoctorlove.com. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys today.
and red wine.
So I want to say this, and I'm going to be very brief. I want to thank all of the guests and my co-hosts. And I want to say to ladies and men, there are a lot of good men and good women out there. They just don't come in the package that you may want. But what I would suggest is find 80% of what you like, and the other 20% kind of let it go. And here, more red wine.
Okay.
Dr. Linda.
So for me, first, I thank everyone for showing up, but I have a couple of people I need to give some feedback. Jim Reed. Jim Reed is funny. That's not a question for public discussion.
What did he ask? What did he ask?
Linda, how often do you have sex? That is not a public discussion. That's not a public discussion. Okay.
I didn't even see that.
That's called Nana. That's called Nana. Nana.
You know what Nana means, right?
None of your business. And then see, someone else made, Linda, Lee, Linda, I like your ball. I do too. Don't worry, you'll sit again. That's
like your what?
Lee said he likes my ball, and I said me too. So I'll be back. And then any other comments? But that may be it. Look, this is what I would say. Everyone have their own preference when it comes to relationships. And I've seen them work perfectly well married. And I'm married, people who choose to be single, whatever you choose to be. If you want to be in a relationship with more than one person, do you. But just be true to yourself and to the people that you are connecting with.
Amen, Linda.
That's advice. Be true to yourself and be true to other people. Don't take a person into a relationship under disguise. If you're true to yourself, and that's what float your boat, so to speak. Do it.
All right. Hey, I couldn't have said it better
Way to
myself.
close, Linda. Way
Way
to
to close.
close.
You fired. Linda, you
Linda
are
is the
fired.
closer.
You are
I'm fired.
fired. All right. Don't miss us every Friday night, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. The Doctor of Love. Next week will be Robbie Milan, comedian, and Bruh Man from the Fifth Floor. So get your questions in early. Hey, we love y'all, and we are out. Don't y'all go nowhere. We love y'all. Deuces. Mwah.
Deuces.
Bye.